Welcome into Zions Bank Stadium for the 6A Boys Lacrosse State Championship game. A rematch of last year between the top two seeds in the state tournament. As last year's championship between these two, Corner Canyon Davis, went to overtime. We expect a similar battle here. The two best defenses, a chance for a title, and one last ride. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Pleased to be joined by Coach Brad Searle. Coach, last year's game was epic. Davis had to make a late comeback in that fourth quarter. It goes to double OT. Corner Canyon got him. How much extra emphasis, focus, preparation do you think Davis has coming into this one today?
I know they have just a tremendous amount more focus than they did last year. Maybe even a grudge, a little chip on their shoulder of coming in to go out there and prove that gosh, we lost that one. We got to come back and get this one this year.
Meanwhile, for Corner Canyon, it's the only state champion the top classification has ever known, be it Class A or 6A. And, I mean, this group, it feels like they just reload every year. You think, oh, so many seniors, maybe next year they'll be down. No, hasn't been the case. This continues to be a really strong program. Cream of the crop in the state.
Yeah, they'll be king of lacrosse in the state of Utah until someone can dethrone them. And Davis is looking to do that today. They've got a number of talented players that I'm excited to watch, both on the offensive, defensive side. And, of course, you got Rhett King in the cage.
We will talk about a lot of the numbers, players, as this game proceeds. That right there, my opinion, the most critical aspect of today. These two teams are both over 600 on faceoffs coming into this battle. They can't finish that way, as we've got an early injury here.
Sant is walking off the field. That is not good news for Davis.
Well, Sant was walking off, but Curl is down here.
Yeah, he's...
No, I know. Yeah, Sant
Curl's
came
out
off,
there.
but he is sore, and Curl's out there being looked at.
Two crucial guys have had the opportunity to face Davis 3 times this year. Very resilient and very, very deep team.
We've got an injury here. We're going to step aside. We'll be back, and we'll get into players, matchups. Oh. Yeah, we'll step aside. We'll be right back here with the 6A state championship. Nope. Tell you what, a couple...
Play on.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see Curl up and able to put weight on it. I mean, it was hard to tell how severe that might have been, but boy, he does need help coming off here. Certainly hope he'll be okay. He's one of their, look, this Davis D, we talk about, you said 2 top defenses in the open. These defenses are both really good, great goalie play, but their back lines are just tough. Tough
as nails, and I'm really watching today for the Davis Stars to see how aggressive they do come out and play on defense. We watched them in the Wednesday game. Coach Yoakum felt that they played about 60% of their ability. They just didn't click on defense, where we've played them, like I said, 3 times, and, man, they just smothered us on defense.
And it has to click today against this Corner Canyon team. Did that cross? No, it did not. What a recovery by Tucker. He got a piece of it, and he was quick to turn around, keep that out. Official right there say it did not cross the plane.
Yeah, great call by the official.
Oh. We'll talk about starting goalies. You mentioned King for Corner Canyon, one of the best goalies in the state this year, over 700 save percentage. Tucker has done great for Davis this year. He's over 550. So 2 good goalies today. Talk about their defense, their offenses, both very prolific as well. In different ways, though. We'll get into that as Davis working in front. Nice stick check there, able to knock it away. And now here is King. Look, he's athletic. Could you see him work up through the middle? Here comes Campton Dutton. A good chase there by Ashton Wood. We'll call his name a lot today.
A lot. You'll hear his. He'll play both sides of the field.
Space here as Nielsen works. Tried to find the middle.
Oh, it's good to see Sant back out there on the field.
Yep. I mean, last game of the season. And one of the seniors for this Davis team. And I think he's the best long pole in the state.
Sant?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is phenomenal. And he's big, he's physical, and he's got just a high lacrosse IQ.
Davis here, able to get it up.
Oh, a little shake and bake, in and out.
Yeah, Easton Frazier with some fancy moves, shedding the defender there.
Oh, they got a ball on the field. It's the stoppage right now.
Also have a broken stick. They'll run out and take care of that. Side. Yeah. Top goal scorers for Davis coming into this one. We talk about Ashton Wood. He's been one of their leading point men, 69 assists this year, 35 goals. But you better have an answer for Luke Donegan and Rocky Edelman, 83 and 59 goals respectively for that duo.
Yeah, and Donegan and Edelman, they really benefit just of the high quality of midfielders that the Davis Stars have with Ashton and Dawson.
That's a nice early save for King. A good look there by Spencer Clark. This is Rocky. He'll send out to Dawson Draper. Dawson hit that overtime game winner to send Davis to the state championship game. A shot here is wide and backed up.
That's a good shot.
Draper, he's got a lane. Working to crease. Shot and a goal. Dawson Draper goes 5-hole, and it's Davis to score first.
Yeah, great job by Dawson. You know, usually we see him shoot from the outside, so it's great to see him to go straight to the cage.
Dawson.
You got Davis starts doing the old canoe celly on the sideline.
Nice.
Talking to Coach Yoakum here before the game, he says, I told my players, let's just come out and have fun. Let's come out and have fun, and good things will happen.
I want to remind you, the clock you see on your screen, unofficial. At times we start it early, stop it late. We do our best to keep it synced here. At times we'll move it around like we just did there to keep up. The game clock here says 9:11. There was premature there from the edge, so this will be Corner Canyon with the possession. Here comes Easton Danes. Nice pass, just a touch behind, and Corner Canyon can't hold it.
You don't see that too often for the Corner Canyon Chargers.
But 2 early face-off wins for the Chargers. Talk about how critical that will be. Charlie Dibble's been fantastic this year for Davis, and Easton Danes, multi-year guy at face-off. He's been great for them this year as well.
Yeah, and I think that really is, you mentioned before, really is going to be critical on the amount of possessions that each team gets.
Yeah.
I think Dibble is roughly 70%, really been dominant in Region 1. But when you get into these other different regions, right, you really kind of find out and see, where and how you match up.
A shot that King fights off, backed up there by Davis. You know, the other thing, we talk about Easton Danes. He's taking the early face-offs. They also have Noah Dunbar. He's also over 600 on face-offs. So there's depth there for Corner Canyon if Davis gets on any run there, that they can switch things up.
Yeah, I liked how Coach King played him in Wednesday's game. I think to maybe help preserve, their Danes in facing off. But he got quite a bit of face-offs in Wednesday's game. And did well.
So Corner Canyon here on possession.
That's one thing with Rhett King. His lacrosse IQ is just top-notch, where he kind of knows where his players are going to be.
He'll be very active on clears. No disregard to come out of that crease. He'll bring it as far up as he needs to.
As a coach, it scares me. It scares me to death when goalies come out.
Coach, just trust them, would you? Man.
Well, it was funny because he came out of cage 3 times on Wednesday, and I think Coach King burned all 3 timeouts.
I was cheering. I was like, keep going, man. Come on, let's get a goal.
I want a goalie goal.
And taken back here at X. This is Craik. Cam Craik regaining his footing here. Coming around, looking for a shot.
Great shot.
Tucker. Couldn't tell if he got a piece or that head iron. I think it came off Tucker. You talk about the depth of this Corner Canyon offense. They got a bunch of guys at 30+. There's like 6 of them. Is Wheatley here taking the shot? Or that was Dutton, my apologies. Just missed.
Got up and under his defender. Good look at the cage.
This is Wheatley who has it. 21 for Corner. Nice feed
look.
Inside. Couldn't get the shot away. And this will be Davis. I thought I saw a point. Davis here trying to clear.
Wheatley says, nope, not on my watch.
How about that?
Nice little check to disrupt that ball.
We alluded to it, but Wheatley has 31 goals. DeGracie has 37. Dutton has 32. Nielsen has 35. I mean, there's so many guys that you can't limit their offense because of the breadth they have.
And so much athleticism, and this is what Corner Canyon's been known for so many years, is just the pure athletes that they have out there. excited to watch Wheatley make those dodges, to Gracie make those dodges, to create that offense.
Sant looking up here with Frazier. As you see DeGracie coming back, Easton's got some room here. Plays over, Jensen. This is Ashton Wood. Great initiator for this Davis offense.
Yeah, kind of their captain. He's kind of the go-to that starts everything off, makes kind of an errant pass on that one.
Now Cole Bonham coming ahead for the Chargers.
That is a big kid down there.
Yeah, he is. Fed. Shot here. Oh, just missed. Boy, did not miss by much. That was a great shot by Cam Wade.
Oh, Wade is going to want that one back.
There was room on that far post, and he just missed it by inches. Nice feed across. Oh, that pass sailing.
Wonder if he got checked on that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Looked like Oldroyd was just trying to skip across potentially to Brown, but look, he may have played in this game before, but there's still nerves. Still a state championship.
Yeah, we kind of saw it in the last game, right? After about 5-6 minutes, team settled down.
And King with a great save there on the shot from Shoup. Here comes the goalie. He's got a pair of goals this year. Red King creating the advantage for Corner Canyon. King will wind and saved by Tucker.
Just gets the crowd so hyped when he takes off for the races. You know, it's interesting. If I remember right, Red King played defensive midi last year, right? So he has all that experience of running in between the center third of that center third of the field, and for him, it's just probably so natural and hard to keep him in cage.
Well, except he's been in cage. He's been over here. He's regaining his breath after that run. He still made it about 80 yards further than I would. So here's Craig trying to split through.
Great double.
Talk about the two top defenses in this classification. They've both been great.
Yeah, for me, I've been able to watch the Davis Stars. I think that's probably their biggest improvement from last year to this year is their defensive presence.
DeGracie's shot was wide, backed up here.
Nilsson's a fast, quick feet.
Yeah.
I learned today that he wears number 50, and his older brother, Eric Nelson, who played for Corner Canyon, playing for Utah Valley, wears number 51.
That can't be intentional at all, right?
No, not intentional at all.
No. Here's Wheatley.
Great defense, nice kick. Whoa.
Stay here.
I thought it was number 5, illegal procedure, playing without a stick.
Well, he dropped it. What else is he supposed to do, Coach? Come on.
That's your first instinct,
right?
Is
yep.
Go.
A wind up here and a goal. It is Michael Wheatley scoring for Corner. We're tied up.
Great dodge from Wheatley, getting topside, getting a better look at the cage, and just nice little simple bounce shot to find the back of the net.
Talk about the breadth of scoring they have. 32nd of the year for Wheatley, and did the Corner judge game and expected Ashton Brown to have a big game. It was DeGracie. It's one where, again, there's just so many options. And Wheatley, you see that strong first step, create some separation and a goal. And Wade coming ahead here. So faceoffs have been advantage for Corner in this opening quarter.
Yeah, a little surprised.
Yeah, won all three. Room here. That pass tough to connect on. It'll head back to Davis.
Just a little bit too low.
Yeah, Wade still got to feel that one.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't able to possess it. Yeah. So this is Nosler.
Yeah, I think both teams love to play that 10-man ride. So we'll see when Davis and Corner Canyon each break it out for this game.
Davis back behind with Edelman. And we have offsides.
Oh. The box coach is going to come in and have a little chat. We learned a little bit about
we did.
The description of what the box official, they've got 4 officials for today's games, and that box official is really covering that box. He also can talk and clarify any offsides.
I was looking because he gave us some pointers on how to count it. Once that whistle was blown, indication, I was looking real quickly. I didn't see it, but one of the things he clarified was you always start with a man coming off.
Yeah.
And so even when you hear the whistle, if you're counting, you're like, there's only 6. Well, that could be because you missed the guy that was offside, right?
Oh, they're going to give it back to Davis.
And there was a player coming off, and I just don't know if he maybe double counted somewhere along the way, but that's why having a 4th official is so helpful, right? That box official, he's also got offside responsibility. So he comes in, has the conversation, they get it right, and we'll get this back underway.
And as we joked earlier, that's why I can't be an official. I'm just not that quick. I can't think that quick.
Well, when he was trying to recruit you, I was like, shh, shh. I got him next, not you. Come on.
Game of lacrosse is played so fast.
It is. And here's Draper. They'll send up, boy, close shot. And it is a goal. Boy, good rip there from Breck Jensen. Coach, I'm a big fan of those top lines drawing down, and Jensen able to do that and able to strike.
Yeah, and I think because you have such a threat between your 2 attackmen down there that they've got to make sure that they are going to send a double, which is going to free somebody up, and great cut. If Davis can keep that type of movement on offense, they should have a good day.
32nd goal of the year for Breck Jensen. We saw that really in Brighton's comeback, a lot of behind the goal, below GLE, send outs, and really use that to open up the opposing defense.
Yeah, and they've got 2 great attackmen down there in Edelman and Donegan, both close to the century mark in points this year. And both 2 big bodies that can dodge as well if they need to.
That was a Dibble face-off win for Davis.
Yeah, I think another key for Davis, if you can get Bott and Jensen scoring and take a little bit of pressure off of maybe Wood or Dawson Draper, man, that's just a big plus for the Davis Stars.
Yeah, because we talk about the 2 heavy hitters, but, you've got a lot of other guys behind them, and if you can get that support scoring going, opens things up for your main guys, and now you got a lot of versatility in your offense if you're Davis. Inside 2 minutes.
Create long slides and then make the defense think twice.
Draper plays over. Ooh, Jensen. He was ready to take that shot.
Davis runs that type of a set where they dodge down and they drift a player off to each wing. They're looking for that double, that quick slide, and they're looking to dump because, as you saw, there was such a shooting lane right there from this side.
Worked in front. Edelman just missed it. Boy, aggressive play by King there trying to play that pass. As out is will be Corner Canyon possession.
Brady's like, excuse me? I'll take this. Yeah, another big body out there.
The official there was having a quick conversation with Mason Brady. I'm sure he said, hey, that's a nice play.
Nice play.
Here's Wheatley. They did let that first game very physical and a different officiating crew. As a wind-up here, that one didn't get through. And backed up by corner.
Sant's going to fill that one tomorrow.
Remember, he was kind of hobbled earlier, too.
Yeah, good things happen when Wheatley has the ball.
Mm-hmm. He's got it here.
Oh.
That one didn't get through.
Yeah, I thought he was going to look back there to Nelson.
Nice save on that far line. Sant.
Oh,
able to play ahead.
Great clear.
Has space. Shub coming ahead. He'll score, or shoot. That was just wide. My apologies.
He hesitated.
Yeah, he did.
And then he shot, and I think because of that hesitation, it took a little bit of the zip off of
Fed
it.
in front. Oh, and King, I think he got a piece.
Got a foot on that one. Great save by Rhett King. Great cut.
20 seconds left. Corner looking to attack in transition. DeGracie. Final 10 seconds. Gives to Wheatley. He's got room here straight away. Bounce shot just over the goal. Backed up with 4 seconds left.
Well, still plenty of time for the Chargers.
Oh, they were delayed there. 3 seconds on the clock.
Oh, great defense.
Yeah. Andrew Murphy able to defend that away. We're at the end of one. It is 2-1. Davis leading Corner Canyon here in the 6A state championship. Start of our second quarter, 2-1. Davis leading Corner Canyon. Coach, your thoughts of that first quarter? Anything surprise you from what you saw?
Maybe the face-offs a little bit.
Okay.
I thought Dibble maybe would come out and compete. Danes is having a great start to the face-off. A lot of aggression, a lot of fight for the Davis Darts on defense. But Rhett King making a number of different saves for the Corner Canyon Chargers.
Yeah, King's been sharp early, and Tucker's had a couple nice saves as well for Davis.
You know, Tucker got kind of put in this spot. They lost their starting goalie the first of the year with a season-ending injury, and has stepped up throughout the whole entire year.
Yeah, he has. I mean, this was not the role that they thought he would have for him, but that young man has stepped up. He's been spectacular. As a call here coming from the bench official.
The bench official just called some illegal procedure.
And there's still conversation here with that staff. I didn't seem to like the initial response, but we're playing through. Oh, my bad. We're still going here.
I think maybe they called a box violation. Players cannot be in that box for the first 5 yards from the cones, and maybe they had a player in that box. Yeah, Coach Yoakum's telling them, get back.
It's trickling to the middle. Boy, Davis, they were taking that seriously. Lifrith with a hit. Captured by Crake.
Oh, look for
Cam
the open
Crake.
guy. Oh,
Saved by Tucker.
great save by Tucker. That came in with some zip on it.
It did. That stayed pretty flat, high. Allowed Tucker to really see that the whole way. Murphy.
Boy, Davis Darts has brought a ton of their student section today.
That is big. There's a big goal for Davis, as it's Breck Jensen. Goal number 2 today for the senior attackman.
Way to step up, Jensen. Great shot, offside. Fantastic.
Absolutely. And remember, he had an opportunity down here, just barely mispossessing that. He's been dialed in early for Davis. Battle here at face-off. Dibble with the win. He's won the last couple here. Davis gaining momentum.
Another procedure.
Wow.
Not sure what that one was either.
So Dutton bringing it ahead here for corner. Just so you're aware, playing blue lines today. I know there's a lot of different field marks. Blue lines, the focus today. It's taken down by Dutton.
Scott Shoup on him, who's had just a fantastic year as short stick midi D.
A little wraparound here.
Great
Beat
shot.
Tucker. That was a crafty shot from Campton Dutton, the sophomore, scoring his first today.
Yeah, just kind of went up and over him. Went high to low, went 5-hole. Great shot.
Yeah, it looked like Tucker kind of had an initial read on that and then recognized he maybe misread it and tried to shut it down, but too much velocity on that. Good response there by corner.
Yeah, as Dutton's coming around the corner, he's got to stick high. The goalies are trained to match their sticks. So he's got to stick high, and then when he sends that ball from high to low, then Tucker's got to cover that space to get down to try to make a save. Two in a row for Dibble.
Well, I think it's actually like 3.
Three?
Because going back to that
Oh,
end of the first quarter, he had one as well. That one knocked away. Corner back on it. Great stand there by Cameron Wade. Oh, what a hit.
What a great lacrosse hit.
Jensen forces it. Davis here trying to take advantage. Edelman plays
pass.
in front. And King with the save.
Unbelievable save by Rhett King.
Boy,
That was
opportunity for Andrew Murphy.
That was point blank at King.
Davis fans loving the push here by their darts.
We got a flag down. Going to have our first penalty of the game.
Yes, you're right. Nice step there. Shot, and that is backed up here. We'll get the enforcement as Davis going to go man up here with 9:05 to go in our first half.
Yeah, and Davis looks for a couple different options. One, Dawson Draper, their sharpshooter from the outside, but they also love, because of Draper, being able to draw that guy to come out, and it leaves the middle guy open.
They called interference on Mason Brady. So 30-second technical here on Corner Canyon. Wood plays right in front, and King with the save. Boy, what a save. Luke Donegan, their top scorer, right in front of the crease.
2 point blank saves by King.
They don't call him the best for nothing, folks. Corner on the clear.
Oh, push it.
They got numbers here. Wind up, and a save by Tucker. Woo!
Both goalies stepping up today.
Rocket there from Wheatley. Corner. Killed off the penalty. Sent out there for Jensen.
Corner Canyon back to full strength.
Sent down with Edelman. Draper.
Great defense by Adamson.
Lost the stick, and here comes corner now.
Oh,
Nice check the other way. That was Wood. Couldn't hit the single there, as it will stay with Corner Canyon. Nilsson giving back with DeGracie. Does not feel like Corner Canyon's trailing in this game, and yet they are.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a different first half for Corner Canyon.
Yeah, Dutton.
Oh, great move. Oh, I thought he should have gone to the cage.
Kind of surprised he didn't.
Yeah.
If he comes here, he will. That was just shy. And back to by corner.
Sant's going back down.
This will be a timeout here. They'll come out, have a look at Carter Sant. We'll step aside. Injury timeout here in the state championship. Welcome back. Carter Sant was able to walk off. He'll have to get some medical attention on the sideline. Looked like he'll be back in this one.
Oh, yeah, he'll be back. He's a tough cat.
I don't know there's much that would keep Carter Sant out of this game.
No. But a good opportunity, right?
Yes. Yep.
For Corner Canyon to kind of say, okay, we've got someone out there that's not Carter Sant.
Yep.
Let's see how we can take advantage of it.
Christian Curl's back on here. Remember, he went down hurt early. So that's good news for Dave. This is a bounce shot there, Tucker. He's made some nice saves early. And whistles here. Timeout taken by Corner. Timeout, Corner Canyon. Davis with the impressive start here, leading the defending state champs 3-2.
With a tab spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
This stream possible, including Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with a 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal at Tab Bank, member FDIC. Dane Stewart, Coach Brad Searle out of Fremont High School on the call with you here this afternoon. Coach, I live down in Salt Lake. There is certainly a lot of talk about Salt Lake Lacrosse versus Northern Lacrosse. How big would it be for Northern Lacrosse, Region 1, if Davis were to find a way to knock off Corner Canyon today?
Well, yeah, Region 1 being 6A. I mean, like you said, Corner Canyon's the Kings until they're dethroned on it. But for Davis or anybody in Northern Region, it would be a huge accomplishment because there's always been that separation for years of maybe a different level of play here in the Salt Lake City Valley versus up north. And, for years we've been trying to close that gap. And I really think the Davis Darts has a great opportunity to put that out on the field today.
Well, I think it speaks to it. I mean, the last several state championships, there's been a Region 1 rep. You were one of those teams. Davis last year goes to double overtime. I mean, we've seen Northern Lacrosse get to the stage. They just haven't quite been able to get over the hump. It's just that last little stretch. And Davis, they've played really well here to start, and a lot of that's been due to Tristan Tucker. His start today in cage has been great for the Darts.
Been really, I think the difference maker of the firepower that the Corner Canyon Chargers have. So Sant's back out on the field. Good sign for the Davis Darts.
Yep. Here's Nielsen.
Yeah, I'd love to see them get Ashton Brown a little bit more involved. Maybe take some of those dodges. He plays with a high lacrosse IQ.
He's got it here.
Goes.
Trying to work around Sant. He'll take the shot, missed it wide.
Yeah, great dodge by Brown.
I like that, though, right? Because, again, it's one where it's like, just get him some shots, get him in the game.
And maybe get him in the flow of their offense.
Yeah. That's one of the problems of having the depth they do is sometimes you might miss a guy here or there. Tucker. Oh, I thought Tucker had that. No, it is a goal by Ashton Brown, his first today.
Yeah, went 5-hole. He was going down. He had tracked it, just couldn't get down there in time. Great goal. And we're all tied up.
Yeah, and back-to-back shots there from Ashton Brown. You said you want to see him more involved. There you go, last 30 seconds. He got himself involved and is rewarded with a goal.
Yeah, he just has the ability to get top side, which just gives him such an advantage on the angle of the goal. He's got those quick hands. He protects the stick very well. Could be a game changer today. Get him rolling.
We'll tease this. We have a special guest joining us at halftime. You're going to want to stick around. We're going to spend a little extra time here on the stream, so we're going to keep it a surprise for you. That's what we call a hook.
Teaser.
So, yeah. Stick around for halftime. Should have a great interview coming up as Davis here with the possession.
Yeah, let's see how Davis Darts responds to Corner Canyon. Scoring a couple, tying it up. See if they can get a little bit more momentum now.
Wood. Being defended there by Fankhauser and King.
Yeah, Rhett King's just too smart to let that passing lane go by him.
Well, it feels like Corner Canyon's defense started to get a little more settled, too. The looks aren't quite as often as they were early on for the Darts. Nearing the 4.5 mark in this opening half. Dutton.
I think Dutton's really wanting to take an opportunity on the short stick. Oh, there's a mom goal.
Oh, it was. My bad.
Those are so hard from our side to see.
Yeah. Boy, long outlet there.
Great clear, great handle.
Here's Bott, able to work through, not much of an angle there. We'll play behind Edelman. Rocky feeding up, Draper will wind. And that one deflected. Kept here by Wood. And Davis going to take a timeout here. Timeout darts. 3:42 to go. We'll stay here. Coach, for those who maybe don't know, Coach Brad Searle here with us today. Went to high school with Coach Trevor Yoakum. I was talking to Coach Yoakum a couple weeks ago. He told me about that time after that game you went out and you guys went a little joyriding with old Farmer Fred's pickup truck. And, Coach, I'll leave the story there, but I'm just teasing you. But high school buddies, I mean, you coach against him. What's that like to coach against him and then to see him make back-to-back state championships?
Yeah, it wasn't a Ford truck. It was a 70 yellow Plymouth coming back from rabbit hunting.
Nice.
On it. We went on a little joyride. It's really a privilege to coach, somebody you know so well.
Yeah.
He's been with the Davis program for so long. I want to say 17, 18 years in their high school program. Really been a staple there. But it's a privilege. Listen, when we go out there, we compete and we get after each other on the sideline a little bit. But we always, start the game with a hug and we end the game with a hug. And it's fun to coach against Yoakum.
Yeah, I had a chance to interview him. You can go check that out on KSLSports.com from earlier this season. But, he and his son been able to coach together now for a couple years. And son was the head coach at Davis. He took over and has done such a great job of helping get this program here to a state championship game back-to-back years. You got here to one. Super hard to be repeating back to this stage.
Well, and to the Corner Canyon Chargers, who have found themselves in this position for so many years.
Every time.
Shows how incredible and how deep their program is. And as I mentioned on Wednesday, just how important their youth program is to them.
Yeah. We'll talk about Corner. We're spending a little time there, Davis. We'll get to Corner here in the second half. But, no, you're right. I mean, it's super impressive to have rematch of the state championship game really for both these two teams to get back here again. There's a shot there that fought off by King. Edelman there.
I'm still trying to figure out Edelman's red, white, and black basketball shoes out on the field. I wondered that on Wednesday.
Little step here. Shot King with another save. And Red King is now really comfortable in this game.
Oh, you don't want to get Red King going. He just turns into a brick wall.
Corner coming ahead. They'll give here to DeGracie.
Yeah, I'd love to see DeGracie maybe take some initial dodge, kind of like we want Brown to do. He's got a lot of athleticism. Has the ability to beat his defender, and looking for that, the slide to him. He's a great passer.
Here's Dutton. Quick step there, working to goal, just missed that wide. Backed up. Here's Wheatley. Oh, nice move. Wheatley sticking with it. Tucker, another impressive save. Looking outlet quickly. Here comes Bennett Curl. The sophomore. Doesn't have numbers. He'll peel off here as we hit the 2-minute mark in this second quarter.
Tied up 3-3.
Back-to-back goals by Corner. It's Draper.
Yeah, Davis has just got to keep pushing. Got to have the confidence that the offense is working. They've been getting the shots, especially the first quarter. But like you mentioned, in the second quarter, they kind of slowed down just a little bit.
Bott working through, and Christian Bott. There you go. And look, that's a great dodge. The patience to work around and get in front. Bott with his first goal today.
Oh, great dip and dunk. That's what they call that shot. Fakes like he's going to go low, and he pops that that into one of the top corners. But once again, if you can get Bott and Jensen involved on the Davis offense, that is just a bonus for the Davis Darts.
Well, because we talk about their leading scores coming in, and I mean, I can remember one shot from Donegan. That was the one right near the crease. I don't know if Edelman's taken a shot. He might have a shot or two, but I don't know they've been on goal yet.
No, he hasn't.
Corner defense has been really good on Davis's top scorers. This face-off loose. Still loose.
Oh, a little
Yeah,
push.
Look at the push, yep. Corner Canyon fans, you can hear, don't like that
They
call.
did not like that call. It was the right call, but I think they're asking, let's just call this the same way on both
That's
sides.
just because you're a Fremont guy. I'm just teasing. Timeout. Davis, we will step aside and be back here. 1:15 to go in the half. Darts leading Corner Canyon 4-3 in the state championship. Out of the Davis timeout, 1:15 to go. It will be Ashton Wood to start it for the Darts.
Yeah, I'd expect the Darts to probably play for the last possession. Maybe
I
on
would
this.
think so.
I would hope so. Let's see how much pressure the Chargers put out on them.
And Draper will give back over. Here's a shot. King able to knock that high into the air.
So I don't know what I'm talking about.
How about Rhett King goes and catches that? Now he's in a battle.
Ooh.
And we have a timeout taken.
Yeah, I think the Chargers wanted a high hit on that. I just think that's just good old-fashioned lacrosse right there.
Okay.
Timeout taken by Corner Canyon.
The PA said timeout, but I don't think there was one given.
Yeah, that official out there called for a timeout. I wonder if the player called it.
Looks like, okay.
Perry must have called that
All right.
timeout.
So it is a timeout taken for Corner Canyon. We will take it with him. We'll be right back. 1 minute left here in the 6A championship in the half. All right, welcome back. So it was a Corner Canyon timeout. Apologies. That's kind of weird that the bench had called it, but like no one really responded like it was a timeout. And I'm not that smart, Coach, so I get distracted easily.
We were all distracted on that one. Looks like that was called through the official box.
So inside of a minute. Perry.
Oh, he's
look
going
out.
all the way.
Long pull here, the shot
Oh,
wide.
I love that.
Corner Canyon continue to be opportunistic. Set up here.
This is where I'd love to get it into Wheatley's hand or Brown's hand.
He's
Start
got it
up.
here.
Here he goes right now.
Brown working around that screen. Feeds
Got
in
it.
front.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice
Woo.
handles by Nelson just to even pick up that ball.
great look for Nielsen. Ground ball.
Oh, and this is, there's a push going on.
Yeah. And I
This
think
is
you're-
exactly what the Darts want.
Yeah, that push coming in will send the Davis player down. I thought I was going to go this way. Corner didn't like it. As we're inside 10 seconds.
Oh, go.
Can Wood do something? Ashton feeding in
Great
front.
look. Oh,
And the
my
aggressive
goodness.
nature, it's Rocky Edelman with the goal with 3 seconds left as Davis pushes the lead to 2.
Oh, like we've talked all day about Ashton Wood. He's such a great captain out there leading that team. His eyes, his stick is always up looking for that one more. What a great feed and what a great finish.
That had to be the red and black cleats coming through for Rocky Edelman
Still
because the
gotta
toughness,
ask.
you see King come out physical on him.
And he's out actually showing his cleats off to somebody.
I love it.
Love it.
5-3 Davis, a late goal here in the half, and that will
Whoa.
take us to the break.
What a first half.
Impressive first half for the Davis Darts. They're looking for the upset. They lead Corner 5-3 here at the break. We will step aside, be right back with Colin Maxfield, head coach at Utah Valley. Don't go anywhere. We'll spend some time with the head man for the Wolverines after this. Welcome back. Halftime here at Zions Bank Stadium. 5-3, Davis leading Corner Canyon. Want to thank Coach Colin Maxfield for joining us today. Coach, thank you so much for the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate the invite.
Hey, you were here this morning, right? Been here for the 6A game. Give us your impression of kind of the state of lacrosse and the state of Utah, where you feel like it's at, how you've seen it grow in recent years.
Yeah, I think it's probably the best it ever has been, right? If you look at that first game between Brighton and Park City, phenomenal competition from top to bottom. For years we've had top players that have gone on and been successful in collegiate programs across the country, but I think now what you're seeing is that supplemental players on the high school are better than they ever have been. So what it leads to is the quality up and down on the field is incredible. You're seeing that in this game. I mean, Davis being up 5-3 on corner, I don't know if we would have predicted that. And then, that Brighton Park City game was phenomenal. And even later, Juan Diego Judge is going to be a great game as well. Yeah. So very healthy. The sport is alive and well in the state right now.
Yeah, Coach, maybe tell us, as you're looking for these young players, you're very active in lacrosse in the state of Utah. I see you on the sideline at so many games. I see you talking to so many players. Kind of let the young folks that are listening to us today, let us know what you're looking for in that next level player.
Yeah, I think the first thing, and this is the normal answer that everybody expects, is the stick skills. Right, being able to handle your stick is a prerequisite to any conversation with a collegiate coach. If you can't pass, catch, shoot, and you don't have a functional understanding of how to use your stick, that's kind of the stop for sure. After that point, what we look for is less about what you're doing on the field, but how you're doing it. Right, so the athleticism, the aggressiveness. Right, we look for guys that are hunting for ground balls, that are hunting for physical plays. One of my favorite things to do is look on the sideline. How do you interact with your teammates? Are you a palms up guy? Or are you somebody that's putting your arm around the shoulder of somebody else that made a mistake and firing somebody up? That's kind of what our brand is built off of. So you have to be able to do the stuff on the field, shoot, pass, score, defend. But after that, it's that everything else that kind of builds into the type of player that we're looking for.
Yeah, and watching Utah Valley Lacrosse for a number of years, you mentioned the word hunt. And I was telling Dane earlier, I mean, that is really the backbone of Utah Valley. Like, you are aggressive, you're fierce out there, your rides, your double teams out there. How do you teach that at that next level, or is it just part of the player?
It's a little of both, right? Like, if you're going to walk through the door and put on the jersey, it's a prerequisite that's what you want to play, how you want to play, right? We don't bring in guys that want to be gentle and soft and careful, right? We know at this point they're not going to survive on our roster. But the biggest thing is if you walk into a UVU practice, it's more physical in practice than when we play on the field. My players will vouch for me that I'm screaming at them that there's no refs here, right? So don't look at me to stop the play. Like, go solve your own problems, be physical, be aggressive. Have to pull our guys apart oftentimes on the field. So
yeah, and it's interesting because you see that throughout your play of just the aggressiveness. I've always, as a coach, wondered how, I've got a lot of good deep holes, but it's hard to teach a nice kid to be mean. So that's why I asked that question. It's just tough. It's tough.
Coach, I'm curious. Obviously, you have a lot of kids coming to your program every year. When you look at kids that transition from high school sports into collegiate sports, be that club, D3, D1, whatever, what is maybe that hardest transition for them as you see them kind of graduate from high school and move on?
Yeah, it's the speed, and when you say speed, people usually think like how fast kids are running or shooting or passing. That's not the case. It's the speed in which the game transitions from situation to situation, right? So you're clearing the ball immediately into substitution games, right? And then you're subbing, and then your transition offense, and your early offense, and your sixes. And the successful teams at our level and any level of college are the teams that can transition from one situation to the next with the understanding of what you're trying to accomplish and be very direct in that, right? So for us, it's it's a set of requirements for each of those spots, and for every team it's different. But kids, the high school level, right, and you'll see it here, maybe not in this game, but other games across the state, they want to pull the ball out and take 5 seconds to look and read, and then, okay, now we can go. And the successful teams in college, you just don't have the time. Part of that's the shot clock, and you just leave opportunities on the table if you're not going and looking.
So part of that, I mean, you have to play within your system, right, and how your coach wants you to play as well. But what advice would you give for a youngster to help them speed up their comfortability in playing, to be more prepared for that moving on to college?
Yeah, for sure. I think understanding of the system is probably the most important thing. So all those situations we just named, ride, clear, transition offense, transition defense, offense, defense. If I ask you, could you actually list me what your coach has told you to do in each of those situations? Right? Because if you don't know, then you step into a transition offense situation and you
have to process.
Making it up as you go along.
Right.
Versus you're like, oh, it's transition, draw and dump, find the one more, catch, drag or rotate, and throw. Right? And so once you understand it, now you can go execute, and hopefully that understanding leads to faster comprehension and execution.
Great.
It's great. All right, put on your commentator cap now, right? We've got a 3-5 game with Davis Darts leading. What advice, if you were the coach, would you be given to each side down there?
Dangerous question.
Corner has to shoot better. I don't have the stats in front of me, but if I had to guess, corner's out shooting Davis by 15, at least, right? And so maybe a little less shot volume from corner and look for some better shooting opportunities and then execute on those shots. Right, find your shot and take it from the corner side. I like their pace. They're taking care of the ball. Possession time is good. For Davis, I think it's the exact opposite, right? Which is keep it dirty, keep the ball on the ground, be aggressive. Davis excels in transition, messy situations because I don't know what you guys think. It's kind of like the nameless, faceless offense.
Yeah.
They got eight kids out there that are all aggressive and fast. They can shoot. And they may not be the best settled 6-on-6 team, but when they are moving and running, they're fun to watch. So for Davis, I'm saying be aggressive. Don't pay attention to the scoreboard. We're up 2, but play like we're down 4, double the ball, get it on the turf, get out and run, and have fun. I mean, the sideline differences are incredible. Davis scores, and everybody's celebrating. Corner scores, and they're like, well, we're supposed to. Right. You gotta enjoy it a little bit more, guys. It's a state championship. Have some fun. Smile.
Coach, another great year at UVU. You guys again make the national tournament. Just talk about what your experience has been like and this group of young men that you're coaching right now.
Yeah, the lacrosse stuff is phenomenal. We as a program are a culture-based organization from top to bottom, and so being able to be around the guys that I have is the best joy. We have a group that works hard, that loves their teammates, supports each other, and that makes the rest of my job easy. On the field, we were able to put it together this year. We won the RMLC championship. We made it to our second consecutive Final Four, finished with a record of 14-4 and top 5 in offense and defense for our league, and had a great season there. Finished 2 games shorter than we would have liked, but it's great to be around a group of high-achieving individuals that winning a national championship is the expectation and the goal, and we get to talk about that on a daily basis. So.
Just real quickly, what's it like, the rivalry with UVU and BYU? What's it like to coach in that matchup?
It's great, man. I'm 3-1 in that game, so
shots fired.
Ask me about somebody else. That's a fun game. I enjoyed it thoroughly this year. Yeah, 14-8.
Yeah, and we always are excited to get down to watch that game too, because that is
it's a great
really
game.
A true rivalry here in the great state of Utah.
Coach, thank you so much. Coach, any other questions?
No, I'm good. I'm excited to see what the second half brings and see if the Davis Darts can hold on to this 2-point advantage.
Coach, thank you so much for joining us. Coach Colin Maxfield out of Utah Valley. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on, guys.
We'll step aside, be back. We got second half face-off coming up when we come back. You're watching the 6A State Championship on KSLSports.com. Start of our second half, Davis leading Corner Canyon 5-3. Dane Stewart, Brad Searle. Boy, what a first half, huh? Corner had great possession, a lot of opportunities. Tucker made some great saves, and you heard Coach Maxfield say, hey, they got to get some more on cage here.
Yeah, and I think they will. Just the depth and the experience that the Chargers have is really going to test the Davis Darts the last, 24 minutes of this contest.
Yeah, I want to welcome in our viewers from all over the world, including we got South Africa. We got a viewer in South Africa with us.
Fantastic.
Here this afternoon. Don't know what time it is down there, but
thank you for watching.
Benefit of the stream, huh?
Yeah.
Wherever you're at, you can see who's going to win the 6A State Championship is Corner Canyon. We're settling up.
Yeah, we'll see what, and there's the shot.
There's room there,
yeah.
Right? I mean, that's an example. Nielsen's got his man beat, tries for that top corner, just missed.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what, Coach King has drawn up the second half, maybe some of the changes.
Coming around Nielsen, that hit off the crossbar.
Oh.
And you wonder, if the frustration will ever set in. Oh, man missing. This will trickle through. Davis turns it over.
See, and that's the scary part, right? Because something simple as just a turnover can cause so much momentum change in a game.
This will be started here by Dutton. And it's kind of like this morning, right? Brighton didn't really look like that first half like we thought, and then a couple plays second half triggered them, and here they came.
Oh.
And you don't want to give Corner Canyon extra opportunities, but they just did.
Oh, yeah.
Sent over here with the Gracie. Pearson rolling back and missed it wide.
Great move. Great shot by DeGracie.
Started here, Dutton.
They're throwing in Sant as kind of the slide guy at times.
DeGracie, he'll shoot that wide.
Yeah, I think that is exactly what DeGracie needs to do. Just keep dodging. He's got the moves. He's got the IQ to get open. Just take your time and finish that shot.
Quick step there, right in front. Ooh. Couldn't tell if Tucker got a save or not, but this is just pressure from Corner Canyon right now.
Was that third or fourth shot?
Yep.
Just this possession.
You made a comment in the 5A game about how Brighton always seems to back up their shots. Corner, it feels like they've backed up every shot today.
Everything, and it's kind of what Coach Maxfield was talking about is everybody knows the system. Everybody knows the role. When that shot goes, they have 1-2 guys taking off for the end line.
Dutton being defended by Shoup. There's a shot. Wide again.
Great move. Yeah, been a lengthy possession.
Yes.
For the Chargers.
Yeah, I mean, I think Davis had it for about 5 seconds on that failed clear.
Yeah.
Craig lost it.
Great defense.
Yeah, great job there by, I think it was Murphy. There's Davis now with a chance to clear. Lifrith.
Oh,
good
smart
there, the
play
line.
by
Yep.
Shoup. Yeah, getting back over. Right, can go back over as long as they don't touch it in the box.
Yep.
Some of the Corner Canyon fans are a little frustrated with that.
Yep, you got to touch it in. And they had not.
It's got to be two.
Offside.
Yeah, too many. Starting to count, and it didn't look right.
So
that's
you'll
too
get
bad.
there, Coach. You're on the cusp.
I don't want people to yell at me. Oh, another great shot by Brown. Hits pipe.
No play back to Tucker. You got to be asking if those goals are regulation size because everything's just either wide or right on iron here for Corner.
Oh,
Frazier
great.
beat his man in that.
Great
Saved
hesitation
away.
dodge by Frazier.
I want to thank Coach Colin Maxfield. Awesome to have him come up, join us here on the state championship. He's been here all day.
Great insight that he provides. And really just has that passion to grow the game of lacrosse in the state of Utah.
Here's Wood. Ashton will give back. Vaught.
He's got the short stick matchup, looking to take advantage.
Here's Draper. Dawson playing over. Wood will take this shot, and King.
That's popcorn for Rhett King.
Yep. Yeah,
He's
that's
gonna-
level right where his stick is.
Yeah. Great clear by Rhett King.
Played up here with Taylor.
Just another benefit of just such an athletic goalie.
Yeah. Dutton. Trying to split, had it jarred loose.
Great double.
Curl.
Nice goose.
The two curls were there, Bennett and Christian. They're just taken back. Corner coming up, fed in front, can't connect.
Oh, Wheatley had the right idea, just couldn't get that pass over.
Caden Ballman was right there all alone, backside of the cage.
Looks like we've got DeGracie that took a knee. Some of the Corner Canyon fans not too thrilled with that.
We all have opinions.
Yeah.
Some get yelled from 30 rows up.
Yep. Yeah, from a coach that just gets to commentate, that's a great lacrosse hat. Right? As a coach,
We got protected glass.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
As a coach, I'm screaming down there on the sideline, throw the flag, throw the flag.
Tucker. Here's Carter Sant. He's really battled today.
He's got to get it. Oh,
And he does.
It's close.
I mean, he's a tank. I mean, look at those hits. It doesn't even knock him off balance. And that pass just a touch behind. Corner. Now looking up the near line. That was checked
Could be a
loose. Do we have a
timeout.
timeout? Oh, we got a flag on the far end. My apologies. That's not going to make those 10 fans happy. Oh, offside.
Oh,
So 30-second technical.
such a great takeaway by Adamson.
30 seconds for offsides.
I think either way that would have been Davis's ball. They had three
Yeah.
on Adamson up here.
Yep.
Kind of boxed
Well, that
him in
ball
that
come out,
corner.
too.
Yeah.
So 30-second man up here for Davis, their second today. Working around here as we approach the midway point of this third quarter. Wood sends to Draper.
Yeah, they'll work Draper here. They're looking to get him a
Bet
shot.
in front. Shot just missed. Good look there for Donegan. It's a tough angle.
Yeah, tough angle. I'd like to see Donegan maybe go low on that
pass
shot. His hands were
over
high.
the head.
That is over and back. That is a tough way to lose a possession on man
Yep.
up.
Corner
On
Canyon
man up.
back to equal strength.
As the penalty's been served, back to even strength. Here's Dutton. Gives it here to Wheatley. Boy, this is crazy. Corner hasn't scored in 6 minutes.
Yeah, very unusual
Yes.
for the Corner Canyon Chargers.
We talked about that state championship game last year. It was a 4-0 fourth quarter for Davis. They didn't score that whole fourth. Davis D putting those kind of clamps on here this afternoon. It's Dutton. Hilton there defending. Dutton will play behind. Little roll, Ballman.
Oh, great defense by Shue, preventing that inside roll.
You saw Nosler come down to help.
Oh, and he's just laying lumber out there on him. Oh, great move.
Mach with a shot and a goal. Boy, I don't know that Tucker ever saw that one.
No. I think his own guy screened him from seeing that shot, but what a fancy, quick move to get his hands free.
Yeah, real quick move there by Jagger, and the senior coming up with a big goal here for Corner Canyon in this third quarter.
Yeah, and as we saw in the previous game, all it takes is that one goal to kind of get things changing.
You know who served that offside penalty? Jagger.
He's a little upset.
Then he comes back and gets the goal. We saw
That's
that
right.
with Brighton, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't a penalty, but it was a check.
Yeah, you get that fire in
Yep.
you, and you want to go out and prove something.
This face-off won by Dibble.
Oh, smart play. Whoa.
Oh.
Really is a smart play sometimes to roll that ball over there.
That's what teammates
That's a
look for
legal
there.
screen.
Yep. So back over to corner. Boy, couple turnovers here in this third quarter have not helped Davis. King. Gamache giving here with Oldroyd. Oh boy, ran right through that screen. Oh, fed in front, just couldn't quite connect to Sorensen.
Oh,
Jarred loose, corner
they
back
are
on it.
letting them play.
Yes, they are. Here's Fisher. Brown. Nice little stutter to free up a lane and missed it wide.
Boy, he protects that stick so well. Keeps it in the left hand. Just always had 3 or 4 of those opportunities.
Did all
to
the
finish.
work, got right in front. Just couldn't get it on goal. Here's Nielsen. Those stutters have opened up a couple lanes here for Corner Canyon.
Yeah.
Fisher, he's got some room. He'll shoot wide. That deflected off the Davis player Murphy. And out of play.
Oh,
not
nice.
bad.
Oh, nice pickup and nice hit.
That is out of play.
Yeah, you kind of see Chargers are, kind of ramping up their physicality. A little bit of energy from the Chargers.
And some of that's just been by almost consistent possession.
Yeah.
Three to play in the third. Shot and a goal. We're tied up after Luke Fisher comes right down the middle and beats Tucker.
Great shot by Luke Fisher. Haven't called his name today yet.
Not much, yeah.
The way to come out and make the minutes count and put one in the back of the net. We got a tie game.
It's taken a lot of work, but corners come back to tie this up.
Yeah, finally, you see the sideline of the Chargers a little amped up, a little more energy than we saw that first half.
Yeah. A face-off win by Danes. Easton will shoot and score!
How quickly this game changes. Talking about a juice goal.
Take it, make it for Easton Danes to give Corner Canyon their first lead of the game.
Great job. Oh, we got the fans on the Corner Canyon side on their feet, just a hooting and a hollering for them.
It was Easton Danes who scored the game winner against Park City up in the snow, and here giving the go-ahead goal in the state championship.
Oh, yeah. It's all rolling.
Wade playing over. That deflected. Yeah, you're right. Corner has
Their physicality, right?
Yep,
Has stepped
notched it
up. Yeah.
Look out.
For a big hit from a big guy.
Yeah, if you're Davis, you better start expecting those hits to come. And Draper brings it ahead, gives over to Wood. And you hear that corner bench now starting to weigh in. I mentioned it seemed a little lulled earlier today, but not anymore. Here's Draper. Inside 2 to play in our third quarter.
Yeah, and I think if Davis takes a little longer possession here, would be great for Coach Yoakum. Their defense has played just a number of series, a lot of
time.
minutes
Yep.
this quarter. Maybe make a little lengthy possession, let him get a breather, and then go to the goal.
This is Wood. He'll come down, shoot that wide. And who won it? They'll give it to Davis here.
Top official making that call. That was a close one.
Here's Bott. He'll give down Donegan. Quick step, Draper feeding in front. And that's King who disrupted it. Tried to stay on Frank Jensen, or Christian Bott, my apologies.
Christian Bott with a little garbage goal.
Christian Bott.
I mean, King had come out to disrupt it, and somehow Christian Bott stayed with that. And once he got it up, just threw it on Cage.
Oh, I think King thought maybe he had a shot at that ground ball, which pulled him out, which just, all he had to do was just flick that into the 6x6.
Wow.
Great answer by the Darts.
How about this? Breck Jensen and Christian Bott have 4 of their 6.
Yeah, and I mean, we wouldn't have predicted that, but those are the type of game changers that you need for a team coming in against a Corner Canyon.
Meanwhile, 6 different goal scorers for Corner Canyon. As this face-off possessed by the Chargers. Fan cows are coming ahead.
It's starting to feel like each face-off is becoming bigger and bigger, right?
Well, and it feels like Corner's finally got some momentum.
Yeah.
Right? There's some juice in the stands, on the bench, some confidence starting to emanate through their play. Here's Brown. Sends out Wheatley.
Fun fact about Wheatley that I learned today is that he took 3rd place in the World Free Ride Skiing Championship over in Sweden. That's when they take you up in a helicopter, they drop you down on a mountain, and you've got to find the quickest, fastest, best way to get to the bottom.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Tucker with a big save there. As this trickles back into the crease. They call it crease violation there.
Yeah. Davis is going to want to crease. Corner Canyon is going to want to push and crease.
I thought there might have been some assistance on that one, but
Me too.
we'll play ahead. 10 seconds to go. Here comes Murphy. Looking for Draper. And Jensen with it. Stick checked away. Great D by Perry. And that will do it. We are through 3. Corner has gutted their way back to tie it up. 6 apiece as we head to the 4th quarter. You're watching the 6A state championship on KSLSports.com.
With a tab spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Welcome back here. Start of the 4th quarter. Dane Stewart, Coach Brad Searle. Coach, I'm curious because, I mean, we talked about it. We heard Coach Maxfield talk about it. Davis, to win this game, they got to kind of make it a little not as clean, right? Dirty it up a little bit. Felt like Corner had a pretty clean quarter there. If you're Davis and you start to get possession, how do you get back to disrupting the flow that Corner has started to establish here?
Well, I think they need to get in a good offensive set and have a good offensive possession to kind of get that confidence back, kind of get that flow back on the offensive side of things and put one in the back of the net. It's been a while. That last one was a great goal off of kind of a quick rebound on it, but they really need to maybe get some outside shooting going.
This face-off to start this 4th quarter, won by Dibble.
So big.
The play over, Wood skips across, and Edelman with the goal. Tic-tac-toe for the Davis Darts as they retake the lead.
I saw that play way too many times this year. They're so good at it. They're so good at it. They're set up. Those guys don't move their feet. They just pass that ball around, and that quick shot is just fantastic. What a great answer by the Darts.
Great answer by the Darts. I'm talking about how do you muddy it up. Well, that's one way, right? You get an early goal, get back to that physicality that we've seen them really all game long. As this face off, good battle here, and it is Dibble once again able to help his Darts win it. As Curl came in, he's got it.
He needs some help.
Well, I didn't know how Dibble would do today, and he has done really well.
I think at the first he was trying to figure out Danes. Dane's such an experienced face-off guy, and we kind of saw this in the Brighton game, right? When Webster, the first half was a little bit slower, but the second half, when it counted, boy, he came on and
And I felt like, Dibble started to find in that second quarter. And I thought part of that third was because you started to see Danes kind of retake some of those, right? That's where it's going to be so critical these final 11 minutes now to get teams possession. And that's going to be a really interesting battle to continue to watch play out here. There's Wood. We'll send up Draper now near with Bott.
Yeah, Bott's drawn the shorty, right? So he has that opportunity to be able to make that dodge. Great pass. Oh,
I thought he might.
Not very often does Ashton Wood doesn't like to shoot as he shoots. Yeah.
King all over it.
Really quick on the hands.
Oh, wide open. Here's Cole Bonham. Play up.
I thought Corner Canyon had an opportunity to push that.
They still do. Shot there, didn't get through as Tucker came out to play that aggressively.
Oh, I like the up and under by Brown, the quickness.
Here's Shoop.
Oh, we've seen this.
Shoop, little stutter, he'll shoot. That did not go. I think King got a piece of that one. That was a tough save.
The coaches over here on the bench are like, I got an open guy on the side.
Another great battle. The state championship game last year, epic. This one's been back and forth. King trying to split it. Three guys around him lost it. Brown now with it. Oh, this will go over to Davis.
Davis's ball, and King's got to run the length of the field.
And remember, he might be a little tired.
Oh, he put in a lot of work on that
he
possession.
Did. Will Davis try to attack here?
Shoop's a little gassed himself. Been out on that field for the last couple of possessions. He's like, I'll take a breather too.
Sun's been bearing down all day. Here's Draper. Oh, wanted to feed that up to Donegan, but too tall for him. It's back to corner. Another Davis turnover. Probably have 5 of those in this second half.
Yeah, a few more than I think Coach Yoakum would like. Kind of a tough pass, making that short pass under pressure. Maybe more trying to get rid of it than maybe looking for the guy to shoot the ball.
King continuing here to work on the clear. He'll dump this one off earlier than prior. He'll take a casual walk back to his crease.
Oh, yeah, he's putting in a lot of work. Yeah. Once again, what an advantage to have that athleticism between the cages.
Yeah, it's been a great skill for Corner Canyon to have all year long. I mean, I've made the comment to people, I don't know how you get 10 goals on them, right? And if you're going to be corner, I don't know you can get to 10, so your D better be really good, and you better take advantage of opportunities. And we're in that vicinity right now as Nielsen here trying to turn around there from the post, essentially. And Davis on the chase. Won by Nosler.
Great run out by Nosler.
Here's Frazier. Oh, what a stick check by Nielsen.
Nielsen says this isn't over yet.
He couldn't go back and get it. Teammates came in to support Fankhauser. Sent ahead. Corner right back on offense. Camacho behind goal.
Looks like we got a flag down on the field
in front of us.
Maybe.
I think that would be the first Davis penalty today, I believe.
Yeah, I think he had too many, and they're trying to figure out which guy can go back over.
Yeah, I think it's offside right now, right? Coming around. That shot just misses.
Look.
It feels like some of those shots that corners taking where they're coming behind the goal have been from a very flat angle. And I don't know if that's been some of the ride of Davis where it's maybe made them take that prematurely or disrupt the timing or what, but it feels like there's been a lot of those today.
Yeah, if they could just get maybe one more step
Further
up, would just, I mean, for every step,
It opens it up,
players,
right?
you get about 2-3 feet more of the goal that you can see. One more step would make a huge difference. The other thing, the other opportunity they have is they're beating their guy, come around, keep your hands high, and just throw it low into the goal. Most of their shots have been high over the cage.
Yeah. 6:40 left to go. It's 30-second technical on the offside there by Davis. So man up here for corner. Chance for them to tie it up. Worked around. Nielsen gives back over. Brown sends up. Open look and a goal. It's a man-up goal for Corner Canyon as Pearson DeGracie scoring for the first time. We're tied up.
Yeah, just great execution on their man-up offense. Opens DeGracie up with the slide just a little bit too late to get on his hands.
38th goal of the year for DeGracie. We mentioned their leading goal scorer. Had not scored in this one prior to that one. Great look there. Really like the ball movement set up with a great look.
Just great execution from Corner Canyon. Oh, these face-offs are getting bigger and bigger.
So important. Dibble and Danes. Dibble coming away with it. These are two seniors.
Whoa.
As we hit the midway point in this fourth quarter. Draper goes back out. Wood. How patient do you think Davis would be here, Coach?
Well, last time I said that, they shot it within 3 seconds. But I think this is a time where they just need to be patient on offense.
That's why I asked. I'm trying to get them to speed it up. Come on.
Yeah, it's working out there.
Draper feeds in front, just wide and backed up here by Donegan.
Yeah, as we mentioned, the defense from the Chargers, the second half has really stepped it up, putting a lot more pressure, not just on their hands, but getting out there on the body of the Davis Darts.
Here's a shot. That was wide. I mean, possession in this second half is, 65, 35, 70, 30 in favor of Corner?
Yep. Yep, they've had a ton of shots on goal, just not being able to finish.
Draper.
Yeah, a little bit too much there.
Yep. I think some of that was he maybe saw King come out a little bit too and then tried to force something. Look out, numbers for Corner. Over to Nielsen, just missed the near side.
Oh, if he would take off about 40 miles an hour of that shot and just roll it in, that kid would have, 7, 8 goals?
A 3-on-2, and I love the decision there by DeGracie feeding it over.
He acted like he
When
was
you
going to
gotta
shoot,
finish,
draw
right?
the defender.
Yeah, yep.
Nielsen was wide open. Nielsen's getting the looks today.
Backside. Oh, that'll work. Ashton Brown over to Pearson DeGracie for his second as the Chargers take the lead.
Yeah, great look from Brown. Saw the cutter. Maybe a little ball watching there on the Davis Darts, and it cost him. There we go. Now we got the Chargers on the sideline doing a little bit of celebration, a little bit of juice on that sideline.
Just the second lead Corner has had today. And this face-off, won by Danes. When they needed one, they got it from Easton Danes. He'll come off. And now Corner. This will be interesting to see, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Corner has the ability to be able to pass and catch and really work some of that time off. I don't know if it's in their nature, right, to hold the ball.
I understand. At a minimum, even moving the ball around, try to tie out some of those midfield, right? Those middies. Shot there, missed wide.
Oof.
Ooh, just backed up there.
Yeah, it's closest where the ball goes out of bounds.
Yep.
The closest player to it.
Apologies, little clock issue.
Oh, smart decision by Wheatley just to
Yeah,
pull it
very
out,
well
reset
done.
it up.
Again, you don't have to push here. Dutton. Continuing on. Sends up. Working through.
Oh.
And Tucker with a big save.
Uh-oh, he sailed that ball way too high.
And it is right back to the Chargers. William Perry. Inside of 3 minutes to play.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised they burn off another minute plus on this clock. Darts are going to have to come out, put a little bit more pressure on.
Yeah, you see Nosler coming out here to work on the ball. Dutton gets around him. Dutton working in front, feeds over. And a goal for Corner Canyon. The slides came, and it left Pearson to Gracie. He's got a hat trick here in the 4th for Corner Canyon.
Yeah, DeGracie's just stepping up. Just stepping up, and it really, for the Davis Darts, it's tough when you get out there and you're defending and you're pressing out. What that does is that opens that field up to where they just don't have any help coming.
Stanton has to leave the crease.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, yeah, and you saw him DeGracie was just standing there knowing that ball's coming to me because my guy's sliding to him.
How about the 4th quarter for Pearson DeGracie? His 40th goal of the year, but 3 goals in this 4th. In fact, all Charger goals coming from DeGracie in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a time to step up.
Ground ball.
Oh,
Davis with it. And a timeout
Coach
going to be
is like-
taken. Down 2.5 to go. I'll see what the Darts have when we come back. We said we'd come back and talk about Corner Canyon. I mean, Coach, this team, you mentioned, you got to a state championship game. This team has been to 5 straight. I mean, can't even imagine. And multiple coaches, too. Coach King in his first year, he was an assistant prior, but first year as a head man, it hasn't mattered. This program just continues to just be so impressive.
Oh, and the added value of being to all those championships is just the experience of playing the game at this higher, more intense level.
Well, because again, I mean, even today, felt like Davis had things rolling. That bench was like, okay.
Yep.
Okay, you know?
Yep, just waiting for him to turn it on.
There's Jensen.
Great defense by Perry.
Wood. Perry there again. Approaching 2 to play. Shot there, saved by King. The look from Brett Jensen. And how about Corner coming in transition?
Great outlet pass.
Taylor plays to Brown. Ashton will take behind.
Coach's hands up saying,
Yeah,
settle it down,
you don't
settle
see
it down.
Unless you're right in front of that goal wide open, I don't know if you take a shot here.
Goalie's coming out of the cage.
Fed over. And we have whistles
timeout.
here. Yep, timeout. Corner Canyon. 99 seconds away from another state championship in 6A. Welcome back, Dane Stewart, Coach Brad Searle. Coach, you had to go up against this Corner Canyon team in a state championship. What is so challenging matching up with them against them on this stage? What makes them so good?
Number one, just the athleticism that they have in their players. From top to bottom, really just so deep in just pure athleticism, ability to run, the ability to be physical out there, and really the experience that they have of being in all these finals, right? I remember we were nervous, like it was, butterflies in the stomach running out onto the field, and it took us a long time to settle down, and we could just never get in it, where Corner Canyon just comes out, and it's just really almost another game for them.
They'll start with it here. 1:39 to go. They won the Class A state championship the first year it was sanctioned. They've won all 3 6A state championships. And looking now for what would be their 5th overall since this has been sanctioned. And left the box. Left the box, so this will be Davis possession. So just to clarify, and Coach, make sure I get this right, when you're up inside 2 minutes, once that ball enters that box, it cannot come out.
Yeah, correct. If you 4 or less on your opponent, you've got to keep it in the box. And as we were talking before, it makes it tough.
That shot a good rip there by Ashton Wood, but was wide. Davis here with it, 1:14 left. Edelman sends to Wood. Ashton surveying. Boy, great D.
By Luke Fankhauser.
Yep.
Fun fact with the Fankhausers, my second is dating Luke Fankhauser's sister.
Oh, look at that.
So shout out to Ella down there, cheering on her brother.
Shot and saved by King.
Great ground ball by Perry.
Davis trying to pressure. Red King has made some big saves in this second half, including that one with about 45 seconds left as the Chargers bring it ahead. They lost it. Here comes Sant, 20 seconds to go. Davis got to hurry. Wood trying to feed ahead, can't connect with Edelman. It will trickle through and be Corner Canyon possession. 10 seconds left. The Corner Canyon fans on their feet. The Corner Canyon Chargers remain the Kings. 5 in a row. Corner Canyon
Final score, Corner Canyon
takes the 6A state championship.
The trophy presentation will begin in approximately 90 seconds.
What an impressive game by both teams. Davis Darts come out. They made a great showing. They come out on fire. They had a lot of energy. They got a number of goals in. But the Chargers, they just kept playing and playing.
Maybe the toughest state championship that they've won, right? I mean, every year it's been closer. Last year, it felt like it was theirs. Davis made that late push to send OT. It was kind of a shock, a stunner. They found a way to get out. Here they had to come from behind. They were not in their rhythm, not in their flow at all. That third quarter, I mean, so much respect for the way this game turned. Started with some face-off, started with the defense, and then that offense found its stride, and wow.
Yeah, it's, you know, and then DeGracie came on in the third or in the fourth quarter and ended up with 3 goals in the fourth quarter. It really just changed the outcome of this game.
According to my stats, it was a 6-2 second half for Corner Canyon. Remember, it was a 6-2 fourth quarter for Brighton in the 5A this morning. This is a 6-2 second half for Corner Canyon to cap off the year. Their only loss this year came on the road at Arapahoe in Colorado.
Yeah.
They went undefeated in state, and Corner Canyon still showing they are the team to beat. So much respect for Davis. I mean, this group is so talented. We talk about the seniors on this group.
23 seniors this year.
It's loaded. Frazier, Murphy, Bott, Shoup, Liffrith, Wood, Clark. I mean, we talked about Dawson, Draper, Carter, Sant. There's so many guys that have been building for this year to be the year for Davis, and coming up short. You see the heartache on the field for the Darts. Great year, though. Region champs get back to a state title game, just coming up short.
Yeah, a lot of respect for both teams. To the Davis Darts for their great effort, their great play, their gritty play. But once again, the Chargers, they're still up on top.
Still on top, and got to credit the way they kind of came out that second half. The physicality increased, the tempo increased for them, and the mentality. I mean, they just looked like a team that started to believe in that second half, so they built momentum. Corner Canyon repeats as your 6A state champion. It's been a blast this year. Thank you so much for joining us along the way, for our game streams, our coverage along the way. And these two teams, again, So many seniors here for both these two. Obviously, Corner Canyon, a number of them as well that will graduate. Still a lot of youth coming back for Corner. That's the bad news for all of 6A. A lot of their skill, their top scorers, sophomores, juniors, a lot of seniors really keeping Corner Canyon here at the top of the state as well. Thank you so much for joining. It's been our pleasure for us to be able to bring lacrosse with you all year long. We'll be back next year. Cannot wait as a new season just months ahead. But Corner Canyon, 9-7, your champs for Tino Psyche, Coach Brad Searle. My name is Dane Stewart. Congratulations to Corner Canyon. They repeat as your 6A state champs. We'll leave it here. Stay with us. We'll have trophy presentations here next on KSL Sports Rewind's presentation of the 6A state championship.
Champs and a goal, baby. How about your boy? Wait, you did? We're going to start stacking those up. I am, man. Unbelievable. What a comeback. They were tough. So that's a big win. Yeah, these poor guys, their last loss was us last year. Yeah, but they were a worthy opponent. We direct your attention to the field for the trophy presentations. Representing the Utah High School Activities Association is Dr. Lori Hawthorne, principal of Davis High School, and Dina Kohler, principal of Corner Canyon High School. Congratulations to both teams for their efforts and tremendous sportsmanship. The second place trophy is presented to Davis High School. The 6A State Championship Trophy is presented to Corner Canyon High School. The UHSAA would like to thank the staff of Zions Bank Stadium for their hospitality and assistance in hosting the state championships. Thank you for your attendance and continued support of high school activities. Thank you for your sportsmanship, and please drive home safely. Fans and teams will need to have vacated the field and stands in 10 minutes so we can prepare for the next game. 10 minutes so we can prepare for the next game. There will be a net cutting ceremony in the southwest corner of the stadium outside the gates. You have a 10-minute countdown starting now.